referees it just as sensible, actually.
Thompson again. That's a vicious looking one off the bar, and that's it. Vega comes up there, gets his head to it. And Sutton puts the ball in the back of the net. The Celtic end erupts. Good work by Vega initially. There's the header off the bar, and Sutton, nobody covering him. Celtic are 1 up.
It's typical Celtic this season, Archie. A real physical presence from set pieces. They bring on Vega, probably the biggest guy in the side. Gets up well, gets a header off the crossbar. Kloss actually got a touch to it, but that's a magnificent finish by Sutton. He's fallen backwards, and he still manages to keep the ball down and put it high into the net.
Malcolm.
The difference here was Robert Malcolm taking the ball forward into the Celtic territory and finding Barry Ferguson with a good pass.
Well, there's, I think, the referee is saying that's the second goal. Larson follows through and gets the second goal as a youngster, Robert Malcolm, was left stranded there on his own against the most lethal attacker in the United Kingdom. And he got in such a tangle. Perfectly correct decision by the referee. Well, he could have bust the net at the end there, but all he needed to do was take it there and then touch it in. Rangers woefully exposed in defence.
Well, we spoke about Henrik Larsson's work rate. I think there we talk about his determination and then his composure, just to have the presence of mind to lob it over Kloss's head, and he knows he's got all the time in the world to put it into the empty nets. It's an absolutely fantastic start for Celtic.
Well, the youngster was found to be very vulnerable there, though, Billy.
He was doing there, used his body.
Yes, touched away by Mjolby this time. Malcolm is up. And a penalty given, I think. Wilson brought down, penalty to Rangers. The Celtic players are complaining. There was a pool as Willie Young was demonstrating there. And such a tangle of players. Now Vega was in it, and now he raised his hands in innocence there, Billy.
Well, we see the replay there, Archie. It's one of those ones that the referee's right on the spot, and he's decided it's a penalty.
So, Albert, that's it. Let me confirm, they have confirmed from the touchline that Johnson, in fact, was booked. There's Wilson getting away with it. Penalty awarded. A penalty awarded for that challenge by Wilson. Then it goes there, and he's leaning into him. And the referee has awarded a penalty for that. Larsson burrowing his way in there. Yeah. And Wilson putting the body right across him.
I think it was a penalty. I think it's very reminiscent of the penalty that Henrik Larsson won over in Bordeaux, and it's really that anticipation and electric quickness in the penalty box just to get in front of the defender. Scott Wilson didn't see him coming. He's committed to go for the ball, and it's resulted in the penalty for Celtic.
And I think he's going to book, well, certainly the goalkeeper's there and getting it. So Stefan Kloss gets a yellow card for that. Stefan Kloss booked for that. And the ball is lying away behind the goal line. And almost considerately, Alberts goes after it. Puts it back into the box.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those situations as a penalty taker. You don't want to stand about waiting too long. You know, it might have been better for one of his teammates to retrieve the ball there and give Henrik Larsson time to make up his mind what he's going to do.
And this could put it beyond Rangers at this stage in the game. Larsson to take it. That's it. 3-1. And he he's much more delighted now.
Yeah, he's gone for power and accuracy. Archie, he's kept it down low. Stefan Klos has guessed the wrong way, and he's tucked it in the corner there.
Almost a replica of Albert's penalty himself. And now Rangers really have their very difficult task to pick this one up.
Apologies, it's Henrik Larsson. I think Neil Lennon's had a cracking game in the middle of the pitch for them. But Henrik Larsson, you know...
Well, there's a really hard tackle again. And they're going in heavy and they've lost their temper. Oh, there's another push by Lennon, and it's ending disgracefully, this. It really is. You wouldn't believe that some people said this game was meaningless to these two sets of players. Well, there's the rather dramatic and untidy evidence. It started by that desperate tackle by Reina, who's been sent off, rather compounding the misery for Rangers tonight. And then it got very unpleasant, and it's Moravcik who's off for Celtic. Moravcik's been sent off after that tussle that went on there. What else is happening here? Has the referee finished? There he is, making his way like a predator towards the man. And counsel for the defence, Michael Moles, wasn't listened to. So 2 players off, and Michael Moles is off. Michael Moles is off as well.
I think just about every outfield player was involved. I think they could be forgiven.
Well, I'll tell you what, there are 1 or 2 players still in the field who should have gone off as well, because arms were raised. And they're still arguing. Here's Petter. Thompson. That was late. And Newman. And you know, I think it is... you would take the stature of a team from the way they accept defeat. I'm afraid it's rather plummeted.
There's a certain loss of discipline there. There's absolutely no doubt of it. Even after Newman coming and belt the ball high into the Celtic end there, suggests that he's less than happy with the way things have gone. But you're quite right. It's not the way to vent your feelings on the pitch.
Here's Sutton coming off, and I think Tommy Johnson's coming on.
I was talking just before that unsavoury incident, actually, in Henrik Larsson.
Well, I've seen many an Old Firm game, and I've seen superb matches, debacles, and the victory goes to Celtic. They're in the final. They play Kilmarnock. But I have to say, it's a final that has left bad taste in the mouth, unedifying scenes. Ecstasy for that support there, but for anybody wishing this game to aspire to greatness, badly marred at the end by lack of discipline. And Stefan Klos is an old mate of Paul Lambert from the Borussia Dortmund games. They're arguing with each other about some of the aggravation that went on through the game.
It's a shame that the game ended in such a fashion. I mean, there was lots of good things in the game. Obviously, Celtic will be delighted to be in another cup final, and obviously get the psychological edge, I think, for Sunday's big league meeting. The ramifications of the sending offs, I'm not just quite sure how that stands in terms of availability for Sunday, but you know, it may be that tonight's events, even apart from losing the game, Rangers may feel the effect of it even as far into Sunday.
Well, there we are. It's no doubt about it. They are fortified in the belief that they're heading towards a treble, and Sunday, of course, as Billy suggested, is going to be an enormously important game for both clubs now, as the spectators drift away. Not drifting away is our studio, led by